to do this stream today. I did tell you I wasn't going to be doing this stream today, but I decided, well, I didn't decide, I was supposed to be working the night shift. I've been doing a couple of weeks of night shifts over the Christmas New Year period. I was supposed to be doing a night shift tonight, but I managed to get it swapped. Not so I could do the stream, but so I could have New Year's Day off. But I thought, I was thinking about it, I was like, it's New Year's Day, should I do the stream, should I not? And I thought, well, I've got nothing else to do. I was going to watch Smackdown anyway, so let's do it. So yeah, as you can see, all the Christmassy stuff has gone off my stream now as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting into this. So I could do the stream, but so I could. Anyway, I hope you all had a nice New Year. I do. And I hope that it was all safe as well. I hope you didn't do anything stupid. It's going on with Facebook. Better. I'd really like to get to 70 followers today. I'm only one off. We're getting closer and closer to that 100 followers. So yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do a preview in a minute of what's gonna be coming up on SmackDown. But what I want to do is I want to watch this video. I haven't watched it yet, and it's WWE's version of their tribute to Brody Lee. So they went around and asked the superstars what their memories of Brody Lee was and stuff like that. I hope you watched AEW's tribute to Brody Lee on Wednesday. I watched it after I finished my night shift because I couldn't do the stream because I was doing a night shift, and I literally cried the whole time. And that's not even a joke. I'm pretty happy I didn't actually stream it because, my God, it wouldn't have been good to see me like that. But yeah, so just give me a second and I'll get it up. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to go on YouTube first. There we go. There we go. So I don't know if I'll get copyrighted for this. I don't think so. If I do, I do. You know, I just want to do this for Brody. So I'll make it full screen and then I'll alt tab to there. And then we'll watch this together. I'm sure most of you have already watched it, but I thought I was gonna watch it. And I thought, you know what? No, I'll save it for the stream. And then I was like, actually, no, I'll probably get my stream taken down. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I'll put that there, and I do need my big headphones, wherever they are. They're up on there. Give me a second. I haven't changed my alerts, so they are still Christmassy alerts. I just didn't get a chance to change them before my stream because Oniaki Offer, thank you for watching on Facebook. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to change them, so I apologise about the Christmassy alerts, but I'll make sure they're changed before the next stream. Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods.
He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. And I'm I'm a better person for getting the chance to know him, and a better person for having the opportunity to call him my friend, and I'm a better person for knowing and his family, and just really gonna miss it.
He's one of those guys I would describe as a good brother. And those are few and far between. He's somebody I felt like I could trust. He's somebody I got along with greatly, gave me great advice, was an overall decent and good human being. Again, few and far between.
So John would typically rile everybody up. My job was to try to rile him up, and the way I would do that is, he'd be around the locker room, and I'd go get him like a water bottle, and I'd go give it to him and pull up a chair for him, and I would call him Mr. Taker, sir. And if anyone knows anything, I'm referencing the Undertaker, which is a huge no-no, right? Like, and then I would tell people like, oh yeah, like John told me that as a young guy, I got to show respect to the generation before me, and John's basically like the Undertaker, right? And he used to get so mad.
I've always been taken aback by just what a big presence he has. And it can be intimidating for a split second, but then he instantly smiles and starts laughing with his friends, and he makes things fun. He made every moment that I spent with him memorable and awesome. And it sucks. I wish I got to spend more time with him, and my heart goes out to his family and friends.
The amount of time that we spent talking about like what our kids were doing and how amazed we were that our kids were doing these things was unprecedented. It was something that I always looked forward to. I just always appreciated that level of being a great father that he always brought to the table.
Nothing was more important to him than his family. The monster that you thought he was on the other side of that curtain is the opposite of what he is on our side of the curtain. When I had my neck injury in 2015, he sent me a video of his son, young Brody, like playing with my action figure and wishing me well. And I have that video on one of my phones still, and it meant a lot at the time, and now it's so priceless.
I've done it.
That footage and the thought and the memory I have of him sending me that video is absolutely priceless now. That's the kind of person he was.
Harper was everything you could ask for. He was responsible. He was reliable. He was an incredible family man. And over the decade plus that I came to know him, you just saw that everything that he worked for was for his family, for his children, for his wife. And that type of unselfishness, that complete selflessness, I think is what endears him to me more than how great he was in the ring or the perfect locker room companion that he was for all of us. He was a man's man, an honorable man, and a great human being. And I say that, and I feel like everybody's saying that about him, and that's because it's 100% true in this case. He was a wonderful man.
John's debut in NXT was against me, and it's a funny story. Went to single leg him one time, and he didn't want to go down, and he just ripped my hair out, and it was something that we could laugh about for so long afterwards, years later. But we just grew so close and sharing time on the road. He's such a family-oriented man, and that was something that just shined through from him. And he was one of those people that I always knew that I wanted to be around because of the joy that he brought to people, but like how genuine and caring and thoughtful he was. It's hard to see somebody like him leave us. He's an incredible person and somebody that I've just grown to love, and he's gotten to be here with my family, and as my family's grown, he was actually the first person besides my wife and I to hold my daughter.
Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very emotional. Very emotional. It's a great tribute there from WWE. I know they didn't want to do much because they didn't want to overshadow AEW, and I respect that. A lot of people think they did it because they don't care, or because he wasn't with the company anymore and Vince is being petty, but Vince is not being petty, because if he was being petty he wouldn't have referenced it at all. We've done well that that he's referenced it to the extent that he has, to say that he was with probably what is his biggest rival now in the wrestling world. But yeah, it's such a sad. I still can't believe it. Like, it's just, I never knew how much of an impact he had on so many people until he's gone. Like, the nice things that he was saying and stuff like that. It's amazing to think that the character he portrayed on screen is like the complete opposite to what he portrayed off screen. It's just so sad, and it's hard to come to terms with. You know what I mean? Because he was so young, and he seemed to be like in his prime. And as I say, like 2 months before he died, he 2 months before he died, he was performing in a really like top match against Cody Rhodes. It's just so sad, and he's clearly going to be missed by a lot of people. Anyway, let's move on. That's the only kind of bit I want to do about Luke Harper on this, because I did a tribute show to him on Monday Night Raw. On the Monday Night Raw stream, the whole stream was about him. Obviously, it was about Raw as well, but it was more about him, and we got our highlights of his show into his career into the comments. Thank you for the follow, Andres Penate, if that's how you pronounce it. That's got me up to 70 followers. Give me a sec. Let me just play that again for you so you can actually see it properly. Merry Christmas! I know, as I say, it's still Christmassy, but I didn't have a chance to sort it. But thank you for the follow nevertheless, Andres, and welcome to the stream. Anyway, as I say, we'll move on now, and we'll move on, and we'll look at the preview for Smackdown. I'm pretty much I know what the preview is, but we'll have a look nevertheless. So Smackdown preview. WWE.com Smackdown preview. So let's have a look. So we've got Roman Reigns makes a special request of WWE management in the wake of his Universal title win over Kevin Owens. So I don't know what that will be. We also have Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair battling Bayley and Carmella. That will be a really good match. Intercontinental Champion Big E goes head to head with King Corbin, and that's all we've got apparently on the preview. Let's have a look to see if there's Right, so there's a bit of uncertainty as far as Seth Rollins' return goes, because they were advertising him as returning for the first SmackDown of 2021, and now the last few advertisements they've done on SmackDown, he's not been included. So the headliner, it says here, Seth Rollins may or may not be returning. Um, I have a feeling he'll come back as a face, because he's just had a kid, and you can't really bring him back as a real like bastard after he's just had a kid. So I think he will turn as a face. So we know about Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair against Bayley and Carmella. We know about Big E. So things to look out for tonight is apparently there may be a Brody Lee tribute video tonight. Daniel Bryan is going to enter the Royal Rumble, and if he wins, he's coming out for Roman Reigns. Who else declares for tonight? So that's pretty much it, really. There's not a lot. Brahma says, I assume this isn't a live Smackdown and was pre-recorded. I'm not sure about that, Brahma. I'm assuming it's pre-recorded because it's New Year's Day, but who knows? But who knows? Anyway, Brahma, how was your new year? I hope it was good. My new year was all right. Didn't do much really. Just watched TV, and then I watched the fireworks at 12, and then I went to sleep about 1. So you know, nothing mega exciting. I did have quite a bit to drink. I've recovered by now though. So yeah, so we've done the preview. We've watched the. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We've watched the Brody Lee tribute. So it was okay as it could be, I guess. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, it wasn't your normal New Year this year. I mean, it was. You know, you made the most of what it could be. So yeah. I will most likely skip SmackDown tonight for some rest. Whatever, Brahma. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I completely understand. Completely understand. See, the thing was for me, whether I did this stream or not, was how good of SmackDown I think it could be. And according to the preview and the matches that we've got announced, I'm not really interested in Big E versus Baron Corbin, because I don't like Baron Corbin, but I want to see how Big E gets on, and I hope he wins. But I am looking forward to the Bianca Belair Sasha tag team match, because I think them two facing each other will be a fantastic match, and I think that tag team match, 4 great women in that tag team match. Carmella not as great as the others, but still decent in the ring. Should be a good match. Obviously, Roman Reigns' story will develop. Apparently, there's a chance that he could be facing. Who was he supposed to be facing at Royal Rumble? Anyway, there's a chance that he will get his opponent. The rivalry for his opponent at Royal Rumble will be started tonight as well, so that'll be interesting to see what goes down. I'm also interested to see what happens with this this announcement. Well, this special request that he's asked WWE management for. I think the plan is for him to face Goldberg at WrestleMania, because the plan isn't for him to face The Rock anymore. So I think that's what the plan is for WrestleMania, him versus Goldberg. Originally I thought it was supposed to be Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan's now declared for the Royal Rumble, so it's highly doubtful that he's going to be facing him at the Royal Rumble now. I can't remember who it was supposed to be. They did have a rumour as to who it could be. I mean, it could be that his rivalry with Kevin Owens continues. I mean, I don't know how it went last week on SmackDown because I didn't watch it, but I know Kevin Owens lost again, but there's no reason why that rivalry can't continue. Because he could request that he have a rematch against Roman Reigns, because Jey Uso got involved twice, so he thinks he deserves a rematch. Therefore, he gets a rematch, but Jey Uso is banned from ringside, and if he gets involved in any way whatsoever, Roman Reigns loses his title. They could have some sort of stipulation like that. And then Roman Reigns will probably win again, but at least it'll be on his own. Which Roman Reigns is more than capable of doing. Like, I don't know why they're building him as a cowardly heel when he's supposed to be, when he's got a t-shirt that says wreck everyone and leave, he's supposed to be this dominant, like, beast. And he's not. He's literally being built as a cowardly heel, a bit like The Miz, you know what I mean? Blythe Herman, thank you for watching on Facebook. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. So that was really why I decided to do it, because I was like on the fence. I was like, I can do it now because I'm not working the night shift, but do I really want to do it? So I had a look at the preview, I had a look at what matches were coming up, and I thought, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it. I had such a good Raw stream, and I think mainly because it was like a Brody Lee kind of tribute stream, and it was such a good stream. There was like 5, 6 people in the chat. We were all having a good chat, having a laugh. Even though it was a tribute show, we were still having a bit of a laugh. We had tributes to Brody Lee coming in. We had people saying what their favourite highlights of his career. You know, and we had like 13 follows in one stream. It was amazing. I just wanted to get to 60 followers by the end of that stream, and I nearly made it to 70, and we've made it to 70 today because we only needed 1. So I was really looking forward to doing my next stream, and then when I was up in Ireland, that was kind of one of the reasons why I decided to do it. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens on Smackdown tonight. I'm bloody starving, so I want time to hurry up so that I can go and get some food. I don't know why I've still got these on my head. I don't need them on my head anymore. But I hope that it'll be a good stream tonight. I hope it'll be a good Smackdown tonight. And we'll see. Who else declares for the Royal Rumble? We'll see if anybody returns. I need to put my phone on charge actually. Yeah. But yeah, my streams will be back to normal next week. I'll be able to do all of them. Raw, Raw, AW, and Smackdown, and yeah, it'll just be normal now every week, unless I say differently, you know, on Facebook or something. I need to get my headphones on. Wait a minute, headphones I've got. Where's the white headphones gone? Give me a sec while I look for these. Where the hell have my headphones gone? I had them into... Oh, I see him. Ah, just want to get them in before I get my stream taken down for fucking copyright. There we go. Now you can't use it. I don't need that in at the moment, actually. Yeah, apparently SmackDown was decent last week. I mean, judging by the matches that were on SmackDown last week, I can understand why. I'm just the match on at the moment on this preview is the triple threat tag team match. A triple threat women's tag team championship match between Sasha and Bianca Belair. I think it's Bianca Belair. Bailey and Carmella. Bianca Belair, and obviously the champions Asuka and Charlotte. 6 fantastic women in this match. Carmella, again, as I say, the least fantastic out of the lot, but that's not much saying because the other 5 women are phenomenal in the ring, even if you want to admit it or not. I just saw a little backstage segment with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan watching on, and I'm sure they are pushing a lesbian angle between them two, because how close they are and how much they touch and stuff like that. It's yes, they're best friends, but it looks more than best friends. You know what I mean? I could be completely wrong. And I could just be misconstruing what women best friends do, because obviously I don't really know. But it just looks too much to be best friends, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. But it wouldn't surprise me, because WWE is starting to get a slightly bit edgier. So it wouldn't surprise me. But I'd say I could be wrong. But this match looks pretty good. But yeah. Well, I hope all your New Year went well. I hope it was safe and sensible. I hope you didn't go to any parties. Yeah, we're officially out of the EU now, aren't we? Because the Brexit deal went through today. I hope all your Christmases went well as well. But now, I'm not a big fan of January. I'll be honest, the month January I'm not a massive fan of. But what I will say is January is my favourite month as far as wrestling goes, because I absolutely love the Royal Rumble. I was looking at an article earlier and it was saying that there's like a 30-day countdown till the Royal Rumble of different things Royal Rumble related on the WWE Network. Some things that have been on before, some that are premiering for the first time. And it looks pretty decent, to be honest. If I can't remember what was on it really, but but there is some really good stuff on it. So if you're interested in that, just Google 30-day countdown to the Royal Rumble, and you'll get but without what was I saying? Yeah, Royal Rumble sets the road to WrestleMania, which is fantastic. But yeah, Google the 30-day countdown of the Royal Rumble, and you'll get to see what's in it. Some good stuff, as I say. And as you say, going back to this Brexit thing, I don't really want to talk about Brexit too much, because this stream is not about political stuff. But you said technically we were out on the 31st of Jan 2020, but without getting political. Brexit is awful, but here we are. Brexit is awful, but the transition period, actually, we've transitioned now. We hadn't transitioned, we hadn't got a proper deal, and technically we still kind of were part of the EU, because we still our rules were still EU rules, but now we've transitioned out of the EU officially now. But anyway, as I said, I don't want to really get into politics because I can't stand Brexit. I hear enough about it on a day-to-day basis. Same with COVID, so I don't want to be talking about them on my stream, as I'm sure you lot don't want to hear it. So, moving on. There is. I was reading something else as well about rumoured returns at the Royal Rumble. Ronda Rousey's rumoured to return. Apparently they didn't want her to return until there was a crowd because there's no official kind of date as to when they're going to be able to have a crowd. We were tied to their regulations. Yeah, we are now. Now a designated third country, but yeah, moving on. Yeah, so there's rumoured returns of Ronda Rousey in the Women's Rumble. Apparently there's also a rumoured return of AJ Lee, but I doubt it. I very highly doubt it. You get like returns like AJ Lee every year, rumoured, but well, not rumoured, but talked about, and it never happens. Yeah, as you say, Rousey has to return sometime, and that's the thing. You can't just leave it and leave it and leave it until there's a crowd, because God, there might not be a crowd for the rest of the year. I hope there is, but you just never know. With how bad it is in America, you really don't know. But the thing is, with AJ Lee, it's as you said, if she won't return unless Punk returns. Punk could return very, very soon. He's already said that if they offer him the right price, he'll return. So all WWE need to do is kind of swallow their pride and just offer him what he wants, because they can afford it. There's no way they can't afford it. It's just down to pride and whatever. But I believe, like, out of all the years that he's been gone, I believe that this year, 2021, is the most likely year that he could return out of any other year so far. Like, if you asked me at the start of last year, I would say he's not going to return. And if you asked me the year before, I would say no, he's never going to return. But this year, well, yeah, there's that as well. A WrestleMania main event spot, because that's why he left WWE in the beginning, because he thought he was gonna get he was year after year, because of The Rock and Cena and stuff like that. He was begrudged the WrestleMania main event spot time and time again, and then at WrestleMania 30 he was supposed to face Triple H. He was supposed to face Triple H. And it was supposed to be the opening match, and he wasn't happy about that. Because he wanted to be the main event, which he was main event worthy. I don't know why they never made him main event. Because when he called himself the best in the world, I truly believe he was the best wrestler. When in his prime, he was the best wrestler in WWE and perhaps the world. So I don't know why they never gave him that spot, to be honest. And I think if they offer him that spot, he would return, as well as the right price, obviously, as well. So yeah, if he was to return, then AJ Lee would return, but AJ Lee is still very, very young, so she still could have a fair few years as well. So even if she didn't return this year, which I don't think she will, it's just one of the rumours that people want to happen, but not really. No, a return that people want to happen, but not really a proper rumour. I think obviously she could return next year at next year's Rumble, because I think Punk might have returned by then if he's offered the WrestleMania main event spot. Perhaps he could come back at the Rumble next year, be offered the win at the Rumble, and then go on to WrestleMania to face the champion in the main event. That could be one way he could get it. Oh shit. Malthus Kusepi, thank you for watching on Facebook. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I think John Cena is a good shout for the Royal Rumble. It depends how busy he is, to be fair. I think it's a good shout. I think he'll definitely return for WrestleMania. There's no doubt about that. Even if he doesn't wrestle, he always says he likes to come back for WrestleMania. As I say, even if he's not going to wrestle. As far as other people that could return in the men's Rumble, Edge, yes. Rollins, I think Rollins will return before that. I mean, there's rumours that he's returning tonight, but then he has been taken off the preview, so I don't know. I think if he doesn't return tonight, most likely he'll return next week. I don't think he'll return at the Rumble. I think he'll return before then. Yeah, John Cena as well as this, you know, as you said there, as well as Edge, the Fiend could return at the Rumble. Lesnar could return at the Rumble. Again, the reason why Lesnar's not been around is because they didn't want Lesnar to be wrestling with no crowd. But again, it's the same kind of thing with Rousey. He's got to return at some point. And he will return whether there's no crowd or not. He just cares about money. He doesn't care about the crowd. Goldberg could indeed return at the Rumble. He could return at the Rumble. And maybe start his rivalry with Roman Reigns. He could even win to go on to face Reigns, but I don't think that would go down very well. I think it's a lot better if he just goes into a rivalry with Reigns and gets the championship match at Mania like that instead of him winning the Rumble, because a lot of people have said they want Edge to win, but then there's lots of people that said, well, no, Edge shouldn't win. He's a legend. It should be a Big Show back on Monday, yeah, for Legends Night, yeah. Edge shouldn't return. Should return, but he shouldn't win the Rumble because he's a legend. He should be given to somebody young and up and coming, and I kind of agree with that. I think Edge could easily have a match at the Rumble without needing a title, because if he is going to be facing Randy Orton, Randy Orton's not got the title, so there's no need for Edge to win the Rumble. I think Matt Riddle will win. I think Matt Riddle, or perhaps maybe Keith Lee. I don't know. But I honestly don't know who's going to win the Rumbles this year, either of them. Another rumoured return as well for the Women's Rumble is Melina. Now, Melina is going to apparently be part of Legends Night. Yeah, that would be good. People would get behind him then. But yeah, apparently Melina might return at the Rumble. She's going to be at Legends Night, so I'm not a fan of Lee or Riddle. I love Lee and Riddle. I think Riddle's character's hilarious, and I think he's really good in the ring. And I really like Lee. I think he's fantastic in the ring for his size. I think he's fantastic. But anyway, yeah, Melina's going to be on Legends Night, so she could declare herself in the Rumble at that point, or she could kind of tease it and then return at the Rumble. I think it's better if she teases it and not just declares, because then it just spoils the. It just spoils the surprise, doesn't it? Beth Phoenix might be returning at the Rumble. Apparently, she's still in great in-ring shape, and apparently there's rumours that Natalya and Beth Phoenix will be getting a tag team championship run at some point soon. So it would be good for her to return at that point and maybe eliminate Charlotte or Asuka to kind of build towards that. Of course, there's also Big E, who could win the Rumble. He is having a bit of a push at the moment with the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, there's always AJ Styles. He's obviously having a big push at the moment. Literally not lost a match. So there's that. I wouldn't say Alicia Fox. Well, Alicia Fox is a legend, to be fair. I mean, well, she's not a legend, but she's definitely a. I don't even know what word you'd use for her, but I think Alicia Fox definitely deserves to be a legend. I mean, she's one of the front runners of the women's evolution at the end of the day. But there we go. Carlito. I think Carlito's returning for Legends Night, but I think he's making a full return. I think. apparently, according to rumours, that he has signed a contract and he's going to be making a full return, so he's going to be part of the Raw roster, apparently. I wouldn't say he's a legend, but I think the reason why he's on Legends Night is because he signed a contract, and yeah, I think that's the reason. Io Shirai in the main roster? No, I don't want her on the main roster. Not because she's not good enough, but because every time somebody really talented from NXT comes up to the main roster, they're not used properly. Io Shirai is doing fantastically well on NXT. She's the NXT Women's Champion, and she's just getting a mega push, and I think that will all end if she comes to the main roster, even though she's very, very talented. I mean, look at all the stars that have come up from NXT who have been fantastic, who have not been used right. She won't be used right if she goes up to the main roster, so she's better off staying in NXT for now. I think Big Show will retire this year. He might even retire at Legends Night. You never know, he could announce it, or he could declare for the Rumble, who knows. But yeah, I think there's loads of possibilities about what could happen in the Rumble. I'm really unsure about who's going to win either Rumble, and I like that. I hate going into Rumbles knowing who's going to win, because sometimes you do. Some years you just know that person's going to win. They're the favourite to win. They're definitely going to win because they're getting some sort of push or mega push. So yeah, lots of different possibilities for the men's Rumble. As far as the women's Rumble, apparently another rumoured return is Becky Lynch, but that's not going to happen because, as you said, Brahma, when I mentioned it, she needs at least 5-6 months to recover from giving birth, and that's just medically known. You told me that, and that's a medical fact, and you can't really get round medicine. Even a WWE superstar, sometimes they return quicker than predicted, but with her giving birth, it's not likely. Not that quick anyway. I'm just saying. I don't know. The women's Rumble, obviously in the men's Rumble you got Big E. I think is a possibility. Keith Lee, Matt Riddle. I think they're all possibilities to win it this year. I think. For the women's, I think possibly Shayna Baszler. She didn't win it last year. She got very close. I'm thinking maybe this year she actually gets the win. September now. I think it'll be before September. If you think about it, 6 months. 6 months would be June. And plus she is in her prime. She is a WWE superstar. She could return and maybe not have matches, maybe just be speaking for a little bit and building herself back up, maybe a new character, something like that, because I think the man character has kind of run its course. I don't think they'll leave it that long for her to return, I think maybe September at the earliest, maybe for matches, but I think she'll return before that. Maybe to host SummerSlam or something like that. They could use her in that kind of way. Oh, did she have a C-section? I thought she'd just get birth normally. I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't know that kind of stuff. And as far as I'm aware, it wasn't made public that she had a C-section, or it could have been. Obviously, it must have been if you know that, but I didn't see that. But if she did have a C-section, then that. Oh, she'll definitely return. She'll definitely return. She loves WWE too much not to return, and she already said that when she had her announcement. She said she would be back. And she's already said as well since then, on a few articles I've read, that she's definitely going to be coming back. Whether she does return quickly is you know, I don't think she will. I think it's just a. I think she'll return maybe to host SummerSlam, something like that, instead of returning to wrestle that quick. I think she'll return to maybe, as I say, host SummerSlam, something like that. She definitely wants to return. There's no doubt about that. But if she did have a C-section, then it is going to take her longer to come back, because obviously if she comes back too soon, it could open up if it's not healed enough and stuff like that. So we'll see anyway. But it's definitely going to be some interesting Rumbles this year. Unfortunately, it's not going to have a crowd, which will mean it's not the same, but it's not been the same all year without crowd. So, you know, they'll chime in the countdowns and stuff like that, but it won't be the same, you know, with like the cheers and stuff like that you would usually get from returning superstars and stuff like that. But as I say, it is what it is, and it's definitely going to be interesting this year anyway. So anyway, alright, Marwan the King, hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna go and get my food as I usually would, and I shall be back in time for the start of the show. So yeah, I will see you then. Actually, just give me a sec. I'm not happy that everybody's name is the same colour. Is that a Scotland flag on your t-shirt? No. It's two surfboards. I wouldn't have a Scotland flag. No offense to Scotland, but I'm not. You know, I'm not. I'm not from Scotland, so there would be no reason for me to have a Scotland flag. Just give me a second. Font settings. Chatter. I don't know. It's like, you can't tell you're watching on phone. Oh right. Oh, why did it reset all my bloody chat? It shouldn't do that. I clicked to have that off. Sorry, it reset the chat. Don't matter anyway. The chat will soon. Hopefully will fill up again soon. Anyway, as I said, if I don't go now, I won't get back in time for the start of the show. So I'll be back shortly for the start of Smackdown. Just gonna go and get my food. Back in a sec.
Merry Christmas!
Hello, Mohammed Laminu. Thank you for the follow. Right, we're just about to get into it. I was very quick today getting my food. Got myself some toast. Toast is one of my favourite foods. What's all yours favourite foods? Toast is definitely one of my favourites. Go away. I don't want notifications about different bloody stream. I'm not going to watch it, am I? There you go. Right, we're about to get into Smackdown. See how we get on, see what's opening the show. Maybe it's Roman Reigns with that request opening the show. Let's see what the request is. Yep, there we go. Marmite on toast. See, Marmite's one of them things that you either love it or you hate it. Oh, another in memory of Luke Harper thing that's just popped up. And I hate it. But each to their own, innit? But yeah, I was watching the new season of Cobra Kai today. Not sure if anyone else is into it. I've never seen it personally, Brahma. Has anybody else seen Cobra Kai? So they're showing what happened last Friday in the steel cage. Marmite is the food of the gods. Very much disagree, but it's each to their own, innit? So with that thing at the start of SmackDown with Luke Harper, perhaps they're gonna do more of a tribute to him tonight. Cobra Kai is a spin-off of the Karate Kid film. Oh, I didn't know that. Looked like it was a good match last week. Yeah, the rivalry between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns has to continue, because both times Kevin Owens has been screwed out of it, so it can't be the end of it. what we're starting with. Oh, we're starting with Roman. I thought we might do. See what Roman has to say. Patricio Ferreira, thank you for watching on Facebook. See what he has to say. He's taking ages sometimes to ring longer than with the Undertaker. Right, he's in the ring. Paul Heyman has a mic. And now he gives it to Roman. Let's see what Roman has to say. Roman says 2020 has been a tough year. Roman Reigns says the reason why he wears a gold glove is because everything he touches turns to greatness. Roman says that Paul Heyman is the most genuine, honest man he's ever worked with. Is it just me, or have the past few Smackdowns on weeks on Smackdown? The audio is terrible. The fake crowd noise is drowning out on people on the mic. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was just thinking that actually, Bob. I was just thinking that. Thank you for watching, by the way. Roman saying that Jey Uso has had the best year. Roman saying that Jey Uso has had the best year of his career. He is now known as Main Event Uso. Here comes Kevin. Roman says no one cares about Kevin Owens. Roman saying that that Kevin has tasted the island of relevancy. Roman saying he doesn't want. Roman says he doesn't want anything to do with Kevin. And Roman saying it's Jay's time. So Kevin saying that the reason him being stood out there means that Roman and his family failed. He says that the big dog is gone and he's been replaced by a giant bitch. Kevin wants a match with Jey Uso. Kevin saying, for everything you've done recently, I'm going to fight Jey Uso. Kevin saying, once I've done with your cousin, your family will have nothing to celebrate. Carlen Ramclam, thank you for watching on Facebook. We're getting a progressive match flow now. Pardon me. Oh, they're showing Big E's Intercontinental Championship win. It looked like it was a good match, to be fair. Sammy, I'm trying to get away. The big ending. Oh, he looks so happy. Why wouldn't you be? Eric Samiento Hernandez, thank you for watching on Facebook. I wonder if Sami Zayn will appear this week and say something. Can't read that name, but thank you for watching. So we're getting King Corbin versus Big E to kick off the show. I'm guessing Kevin Owens versus Jey is going to be the main event. Kevin Nelson, thank you for watching. I was going to say thank you for the follow then, but you've not followed. Biggie had a Brody armband on, just like the other members of the New Day did, and a few other people as well. Like, it's really nice that WWE allowed him to do that, because it's not even his name in WWE. That wasn't his name. That was his independent name. It was Luke was his name in WWE. So it's nice that they're allowing them to go out with Brody on there, seeing as that was his name in AEW as well. It's nice that they've allowed them to go out with that on. Should be getting back into it in a minute. Yeah, we should be getting back into it in a sec. Looking forward to seeing what happens between King Corbin and Big E. It's going to be a hard-hitting match anyway. I don't really like King Corbin. He's a bit boring, and since he's hired these two goons that help him, he's just got even more boring. So it's about time they dropped the King gimmick now. He's had the King gimmick probably longer than anybody else ever. But they probably don't know what other character to have him as. They probably don't have any kind of character for him, so they're just leaving it as that for now. This program contains flashing images. Got some Pringles, Christmassy Pringles originals, in case you're wondering. Here comes King Corbin. So Sammy's on commentary. He's going on about conspiracies again. Big E dodging Corbin, and then with the elbow. Corbin kicks out at 1. What up? Another fight night. Happy New Year to you two. Happy New Year, Terence. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what this Smackdown's going to be like. Consistently rubbish recently, Smackdown has been. Didn't watch it last week, so it looked like it was actually a decent Smackdown. But for about a month, maybe just a bit longer consistently before that, Smackdown has been crap. It's not got a better than a 6 out of 10 for me for the past month and a half. Gul Bahar, thank you for watching on Facebook. Who's my favourite superstar on Smackdown? Kevin Owens. What about you, Andens? And Sammy's attacking Big E. Big E hit the big ending on Corbin. Oh, Big E's been attacked by the Knights of the Lone Wolf. Apollo's coming out to help him. And Apollo's just taking out all three of Sami Zayn and the Knights of the Lone Wolf. And they were going to an ad break just really randomly. Probably Seth Rollins when he returns, but I want WWE to change his gimmick, and I want it to be a face gimmick. Because he's just had a kid. You can't bring him back in the same gimmick. Because people are going to want to cheer him. So bring him back as a face, he's been a heel long enough anyway. Plus it makes more sense for him to be a face, because there's not a lot of top faces on SmackDown. And if they turn him face, then I can't put the match on the screen. I'll get copyrighted, and my stream will get taken down, and my channel will probably get taken down as well. Yeah, if they turn him face, he gets to challenge Roman Reigns hopefully at some point, and that will be a really good match. Alright, we're getting back into it. That was quite a short commercial break. I'm kind of thinking they weren't meant to have a commercial break there. I don't know what happened. Because it very quickly went to commercial break. It weren't like it was like, oh, we'll be back in a minute or something like that. It was just cut. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the Legends Night on Raw. Watch it here with, well, you can't watch it with me, but you can watch my reactions to it. You can't watch it with me if you want, but obviously on your own screen, not on this screen. Looking forward to the Drew McIntyre versus Keith Lee. That'll be a good match. I think Drew will win it, but you never know. thank you for watching on Facebook. There's a tag team match here. It's Sammy and Baron versus Biggie and Apollo.
Merry Christmas!
Thank you for the follow. Did it even pop up? I'll play it again if it didn't.
Merry Christmas!
There you go. Oh, and the Knights of Lone Wolf attacking Apollo on the outside there, while King Corbin was distracting the ref. Sammy arguing with the Knights of the Lone Wolf because he chucked Apollo outside. He chucked Apollo to the outside, distracted the ref, and the Knights of the Lone Wolf didn't do anything. Do you think WWE should get rid of 205 Live? I think so, especially with the Cruiserweight Championship being on NXT now and not on 205 Live. I think it's pointless, really. Move the remaining people that appear on 205 Live only to NXT and just get rid of it. That's what I think. Big E with the splash. And is Big E gonna hit the big ending? No. Deep six. Big E. 1, 2. Big E kicks out. Knights of the Lone Wolf are still arguing with Sammy, or Sammy's arguing with them. Because they're not listening. And Baron Corbin is abandoning Sami Zayn. That's spin powerbomb 2, 3, and that's it. Apollo gets the pin on Sami Zayn. Yeah, they do all have talent. WWE just need to book them right, as you say. Sasha and Bianca versus Bayley and Carmella later tonight. And Daniel White and Otis versus Cesaro and Nakamura later as well. Kevin Owens with Adam Pearce backstage. Adam Pearce gives the match to Kevin Owens against Jey Uso later tonight. It's going to be the main event. We'll go to another commercial break now. Did I hear that Grand Metalik has a match for the Cruiserweight title on NXT next week? No, I didn't, but it should be a good match because I actually I rate Grand Metalik. I think he's fantastic in the ring. He flies with ease. Some of the moves that he does are amazing. So yeah, I'm quite happy for him there. I won't be watching it because I don't watch NXT, but I'll be watching AEW. But good luck to him. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see more streams like this from me, hit the follow button on Facebook and click the little notifications next to it. Or I believe you can put exclamation notify in the stream, and notifications will automatically be put on for my stream. And for Facebook, click the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it for notifications so you know when I'm going live. I go live for Smackdown, for Raw, AEW and Smackdown each week, and then obviously for AEW and WWE pay-per-views as well. I don't do anything else, don't do UFC or boxing or anything like that. Possibly in the future, but I'm not a massive fan of UFC or boxing, so my passion wouldn't be seen the same as it is for WWE and AEW stuff. But yeah, so as I say, follow on Facebook and click the notify and put in the chat !notify to be for notifications to be turned on, and subscribe and click the bell next to it on YouTube to get notifications when I go live. Right, we're getting back into it. We're about 20 minutes away from your half-time score. Get thinking about your half-time scores as well if you've been watching Smackdown. Big E and Apollo backstage. Kayla Braxton interview backstage. Biggie saying he's going to be a fighting champion. So it looks like it's going to be Apollo versus Big E next week on SmackDown for the Intercontinental Championship. I can hear Riot Squad music. Who are they going to be facing? Riot Squad versus Billy Kay and somebody. And Tamina again. Oh, Natalia's got new music. Okay, it's not Billy Kay, it's Natalia, because Billy Kay is the manager. There we go. Tamina's in against Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott ducking every punch that Tamina is putting in. Oh! Stamps on her foot. And now Liv Morgan's in against Tamina. Oh, what a kick from Liv Morgan. Oh. Billy was then was cheering for the Riot Squad then, I'm confused. One, two, three! The Riot Squad get the victory. And Billy Kay apparently with the Riot Squad now. I have no idea. Looks like we're getting the Sasha Bianca Belair match next anyway. The tag team match. Yep. It should be a good match. I'm looking forward to this. About 10 minutes and I'll give you my half-time score. Well, at the next advert, commercial break after this. Sorry, I was just sharing it on a few different things. My stream. I think that's what I'm going to start doing because I think it will help my viewership go up and stuff like that. I mean, I had a really good stream on Monday Night Raw when I was doing Monday Night Raw, and I think obviously it was a lot to do with Brody Lee, but it was a really good stream. There was loads of people in the chat. I got 13 follows. It was really good. So I think if I want that to be consistent, I have to start sharing it out to different things. Because Growing Wrestler, my mate, has got nearly 800 followers, and I think he's good at what he does. But I think he also shares to a lot of flight sim stuff on Facebook. So I think that's also how he's got so many followers as well. Here comes Carmella and Bailey. Oh, no, that's not Bailey. Here comes Bailey. What have I missed? Well, I don't know how much you've watched, but you missed a match between Big E and Baron Corbin to start off the Smackdown. Sami Zayn got involved, and then Apollo came down to help Big E, so it turned into a tag team match. You missed the Riot Squad going against Tamina and Natalia, with Billie Kay in the corner of Tamina and Natalia, and then in the corner of the Riot Squad. And then you missed Kevin Owens getting a match against Jey Uso later tonight. There you go. Just a quick rundown on the show, Brahma. Null, thank you for watching on Facebook. And now we're having Carmelo and Bailey versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair and Carmelo are starting the match off. And tags in Bailey. Not much then. It's been okay. It's been okay. I've been really looking forward to this match. Oh, what a double team from Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Banks and Bayley are now the legal 2. Bayley kicks out at 2. And we go to a commercial break. I'm going to give you my halftime score now. I mean, I know we're 4 minutes away, but by the time there's another commercial break, it'll probably be about 10 past 2 and it'll be 10 minutes late. So, my halftime score is 5.5 out of 10 so far. Not much has happened, but I do think the second half of SmackDown is going to be a lot better than the first half. So, the full-time score could be a lot better. Any of you's got a halftime score that you would like to share? I know you won't have a halftime score to share, Brahma, because you've not been watching, so... But anybody else? Six out of 10. You're going for 6 and ends? Okay, that's fine. Get me chocolate ready. A nice big bar of chocolate. Dairy milk. I love dairy milk chocolate. What are yours favourite chocolate? What's yours favourite? Yeah. What's your favourite chocolate? All of you, like what do you like the most? That there is my favourite kind of chocolate, dairy milk. I like Galaxy, but I prefer Galaxy caramel. No, I prefer Galaxy normal than dairy milk normal, but I prefer dairy milk caramel than Galaxy caramel. But yeah, I could eat these all day. Right, we're about to get back into the show. So Bayley and Carmella are still dominating. When Carmella tried to roll out the way of Bayley, but got run over. Oh, Bayley's got Bianca's arm trapped in the rope. Add to the count of 5. One, 2, Bianca kicks out. Bianca's arm trapped in the rope again, courtesy of Carmella, and again. 1, 2, bit of leg kicks out. Oh, a cheap shot from Carmella to Sasha. Well, who? Bianca trying to fight back. Oh. Oh, the double knees, the Meteora. Oh, what a knee. 1, 2. Oh, Bailey breaks the count up with a knee of her own. Bianca Belair chucks Bailey to the outside. Oh, Bailey goes face first into the ring post. Oh, a suplex on the outside. Carmella 1, 2. Sasha kicks out. What a kick. Oh, super kick. Oh, bank statement. Reginald showing some moves. 1, 2. Carmella kicks out. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Carmella pinned Sasha Banks, even though it was an awful move and Sasha would never be beaten by that move. But, here's what it is, it's WWE, innit? Curson Charles, thank you for watching on Facebook. later tonight we have Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Remains not happy that Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso is happening tonight. He says there's somebody that doesn't appreciate him. And here come the Street Profits. Fret them wisdom. Thank you for joining me on. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Sorry. They're not going to be wrestling because they're not in the gear. Jackal Khan, thank you for watching on Facebook. Yeah, back into it in a second. It annoys me the amount of it'll annoy me if it annoys me the amount of commercial breaks there are. I wonder if they'll do a video for John Hoover. Well, they did that video, didn't they? They released it on YouTube. I don't know whether they'll play it during Smackdown. They might do. I mean, there's what 50 minutes left of the show, and they've only got one match that's been announced for the rest of the show, and that's Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. The Street Profits are going to be saying something when we get back to SmackDown, so there is time. They did have that graphic on again at the start of SmackDown, so I assume they might do, but we'll see. They should have done, to be honest. Yeah, I know. See what the Street Profits have to say. Oh, Sonya Deville's back. She's backstage. Sonya Deville is back. It would have been better for her to return in the Rumble, because she was another rumour to return at the Rumble, but she returned early. Let's see what's going to happen. She's on Smackdown, Mandy's on Raw, so they won't be reigniting that rivalry. I hope she comes back as a face, because she's not been a face yet. Street Profits New Year Smoketacular, sorry. A big reveal, what's happening? Street Profits 2021 predictions. The Street Profits saying the first prediction is that I Was Intercontinental Champion t-shirts will be the #1 seller on WWE Shop. His second prediction is the second prediction is that Dolph Ziggler is going to get the nickname the Heartache Kid instead of the Heartbreak Kid, because he's a lot like Shawn Michaels. Roy Brown, thank you for watching on Facebook. And here we go, Rude and Dolph Ziggler attacking the Street Profits. Dawkins sent over the barricade, and now it's just Montez Ford. Attacking Montez Ford's leg. What matches have happened? Big E versus Baron Corbin. The Riot Squad versus Natalia and Tamina. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair versus Bayley and Carmella. Yeah. And we've also got Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens coming up later. And we have another commercial break. And also, Sonya Deville's returned. Just randomly walking backstage, and then we get told she's been reinstated. What a weird return. Who won the matches? The Big E Baron Corbin match ended because Sami Zayn attacked Big E, but then it turned into a tag team match with Big E and Apollo going against Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin abandoned Sami Zayn, so Sami Zayn lost. Big E and Apollo won. The Riot Squad won against Tamina and Natalia thanks to Billie Kay. And Bayley and Carmella won their match thanks to Reginald, Carmella's friend. So yeah. We should be getting back into it in a minute. I hope we hear from Sonya Deville tonight about her random return. I thought she was going to return at the Rumble. She was heavily rumoured to be returning at the Rumble, but she's just returned She's just randomly returned tonight. To be honest, WWE probably has no plans for Sonya Deville. No, I don't think that they do. Dolphin Rude being interviewed by Kayla. They're saying, you want to know what champions look like? You're looking at them. Oh, of course. I forgot about this match. Daniel Bryan and Otis versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Here comes Cesaro. Nope. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. Cesaro just got the tag. Now it's him and Daniel Bryan in the ring. Oh! Daniel Bryan went for a suicide dive. Cesaro caught him. Oh, what an uppercut. I'm getting really annoyed with Smackdown tonight. They're just cutting to adverts at really random points. Usually, before every commercial break, Michael Cole or Corey Graves will say, blah blah blah, this person is down on the outside. Will they get back into this? Find out when we return, and then they go to a commercial break. Once they've done that tonight, the rest of the time they just cut to commercial break randomly. Like just then, Otis was running to take out Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura because they were double teaming on Daniel Bryan, and as he was about to hit them, it went to black and then cut to commercial break. Like, sort out your commercial breaks properly. Anyway, what are your thoughts on WWE splitting up Heavy Machinery? In all honesty, I think it was a good idea. Otis was the more popular of the two. He was always going to be the breakout star of Heavy Machinery, and I think it was the right time to split them up. Because Otis was having a lot of single matches anyway. It gives Tucker that chance to kind of recreate himself, even though he's not done it yet. I think 2021 he will do, and it gives him a chance to do his own thing on Raw. I think they could have done it in a better way, though. I don't think they needed to do it where Tucker attacked Otis, because there's been no repercussions for that, because Otis has not got Tucker back for doing that, and Tucker's not really been seen since, so it's not really worked out for Tucker. It would have been better if they parted ways on better terms, with one of them being on SmackDown, one of them being on Raw, and that's it. Tucker attacking Otis. What do you think about that? And then, do you think it was a good thing that they split Heavy Machinery up, or would you have preferred them to stay together? I think that it was a good idea because Otis needed to push him out. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mark Mabry, thank you for watching on Facebook. Daniel Bryan and Cesaro have both got Brody armbands on. Daniel Bryan trying to get back into this. Cesaro with a deep six lookalike move, but Daniel Bryan kicks out at 2. Daniel Bryan gets chucked outside. Thank you, Mark. Happy New Year to you as well. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to keep up to date with when I go live and you want to see more of these streams, click the follow button on Facebook and type !notify in my chat on Facebook, and notification settings will be automatically turned on. And on YouTube, click the subscribe button and click the bell next to it so you know when I go live. Who do I think will return at the Royal Rumble? We were discussing this earlier in the pre-show before Smackdown went live. I don't know who's going to return, but my humble opinion, I think Melina's going to be in the Women's Rumble. I think Ronda Rousey will return at the Rumble. I think Brock Lesnar will return at the Rumble. Otis doing a little tribute to Brody with a twisted lariat, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah. Edge, I think will return at the Rumble as well. What do you think, Andens? Nakamura's in now. Otis is down. Nakamura's going for the Kinshasa. Otis. Oh! Otis now trying to get to the corner to make a tag to Daniel Bryan. One, two. Well, do you think Smojo will return to action at the Rumble? Possibly. I would like to see that. Shinsuke Nakamura with the armbar, but Daniel Bryan not allowing him to lock it in. Oh, what a headbutt from Otis. Oh, uppercut from Cesaro. Oh, what a running knee to Cesaro. Cesaro goes out the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura's in the ring. Roll up, 1, 2. Oh, Daniel Bryan looking for the S-lock. Nakamura taps out. Bob Everett, thank you for joining me again. Chad Gable, Otis, and Daniel Bryan doing the yes chant in the ring. Roman backstage now, not looking happy. Jey Uso versus Kevin coming up next. And here we go, Kevin's coming out. So, about to get into our main event after the commercial break. About to get back into it. Parvin Nepal, thank you for watching on Facebook. iPhone 12. I'd love to get an iPhone 12. Well, one page ago I can't afford it. I think I might maybe upgrade my phone, maybe buy a new one when I've got a PS5. We're about to get back into it. Talking smack tomorrow. Billy Kay, Jey Uso, Bobby and Ziggler. Next Friday, Intercontinental Championship match, Big E versus Apollo Crews. Mohammed Ayub Kaskeli, thank you for watching on Facebook. Here comes Jey Uso. And Kevin Owens in control straight away, having her away at Jey Uso. Elbows to the back of the head, oof. And Kevin Owens is stomping away on Jey Uso. Marcos Keron Canchania, thank you for watching on Facebook. They're sent on to Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens is all over Jey Uso at the moment. Pardon me. Another sent on, 1, 2, Jey Uso kicks out. Uso getting dismantled here. Kevin Owens going after his leg. Oh, another kick to the left leg. Kevin Owens puts Jey Uso back in the ring, waiting for him to get up. Kevin's still dominating Jey Uso. Oh, but Jey Uso trying to get back into it with a punch there, and another one. Stunner? No. Jey Uso reversed it. Oh, what a super kick. Oh, what a super kick. Last commercial break of the night. I think Roman will come out at some point, distract Kevin, maybe Jey Uso picks up the win that way. Or perhaps Kevin Owens just wins cleanly and then attacks Jey Uso after the match for the simple reason to get Roman to come out. Perhaps Roman doesn't come out. I don't know, but I knew this rivalry weren't over. Doesn't make sense that Kevin will just lie down and not try and get another shot after being screwed out of the title twice. Hopefully she'll get back into it in a minute. We're about to get back into it. Let's see what happens. At the end of this rivalry, I hope Owens gets the title. I hope so as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know why, Terence, but I've gone really tired just suddenly. Like, I was wide awake about 10 minutes ago, and then, like, I've just gone really tired. And I don't know why. No idea. Oh, Jey Uso shoves Kevin Owens off the top turnbuckle, going for the splash. Stunner. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso loses. Kevin Owens got him. And now we've got 8 minutes left of the show. What's happening? Kevin Owens wants Roman Reigns to come out now. Kevin Owens handcuffing Jey to the ropes. Still no Roman. Jericho getting absolutely demolished here by Kevin. Roman Reigns now attacking Kevin. Jericho now attacking Kevin as well. Kevin being demolished now by Roman and Jay. It's getting boring that this is the same thing week in, week out. I want someone to come and help Kevin, because it's just boring the same thing week in, week out, just seeing Kevin getting beaten up by and being outnumbered. And Kevin's still being demolished here. Kevin Owens has just been chucked off the stage bit between the Thunderdome screens, right through a couple of tables. Not as high as I actually thought. But still pretty high. And Kevin is just out. And what's going to happen next week? No return of Seth Rollins tonight. It was a bit of a kind of thing. Husband Child Hurry, thank you for the follow. Right, well, that is it for SmackDown. I have to say, that I thought the second half of SmackDown was going to be better than the first, and I have to say it was pretty even. Pretty even. The Jey Uso Kevin Owens match was decent, but them two are quite good in the ring, so it was going to be decent. But the ending of SmackDown is just the same as it keeps being, not necessarily the end, but the same thing happening time and time again, with Kevin Owens getting beaten up by Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Surely to God, Kevin has got to think soon enough, I need somebody to help. Is this a way for them to bring Jimmy Uso back into the fold and Jimmy Uso to be helping Kevin Owens, or is Kevin Owens going to get the help of somebody else? I don't know, but Kevin Owens is a smart man, and he's not going to keep taking these beatings lying down. He is going to keep coming back, but he's going to need to be smart the next time he comes back, and he's going to need somebody to back him up. The same thing happening week in week out, him just getting beaten up and double teamed with nobody coming to help him. It's just boring. I know they tried to make it more exciting by having Kevin Owens chucked off that the platform between the Thunderdome screens, but it didn't make it that exciting. It was quite boring actually, and yet again SmackDown for probably the about now 2 months on the row has been god awful. I didn't see last week's because obviously it was on Christmas Day. I didn't watch it, but apparently, well, from what I've seen of it, it did look good. But apart from that week, the rest of the weeks have just been, every week that I have watched, let's put it that way, has been terrible. Raw's been better than SmackDown by a long way. The Fiend, Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton storyline is fantastic. Drew McIntyre, I love him. He puts on good matches. So yeah, they need to step it up on SmackDown because it's just boring. This Roman character is just not what they need, and they wonder why the ratings are so low for SmackDown. Gives it away a bit that they think that Roman Reigns is the face of WWE, but yet he's the champion, but yet still the ratings are low. Maybe it's time for a new champion. Maybe Kevin Owens will get the championship because they want to up the ratings. I don't know. But anyway, my full-time score, I stick with a 5.5. What do you lot think? What's your final scores? I'll probably go down to a 5, yeah. Don't blame me there. I think 5.5 is quite generous from me, if I'm honest. Anyway, hope you've all enjoyed the stream. It's not been as busy this stream as some previous streams, but it is what it is. That's what streaming's all about, and it's the ups and downs. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I shall see you for the next one on Monday for Monday Night Raw. It'll be Legends Night. Can't wait for it. As I say, I'll see you then. Bye bye.